Hello everybody and welcome back to M&J Games. I am Michael and today we are looking at Adventure West, which is actually an Xbox park and is created by Corvus. So the link to the creator's YouTube channel is in the description below, so make sure to go check it out, as the channel has really grown a lot over the past couple months and just amazing content put out by Corvus. And this was the description they sent to me is it's called Adventure West. This is a themed area I made last year, and it was my first attempt at a realistic Western theme, which inspired my larger Western adventure park. It contains 2 Mack coasters, a thrill multi-launch, and a family spinning, with a few extra flats and scenic train ride. Hope you enjoy. So this is for download on Xbox, and I will try to find the link on the website. But first off, I like the entryway. I like that you have a parking lot, because I feel like we need to see more creators utilizing just the terrain paint and stuff. And look at that view right there of that Max spinning coaster. Looks to be smooth and not overly done with the spinning. And so the view once you get in is very nice. And I'll be honest, I haven't really done too much with the Western bits. I find it kind of hard to use this theme for a big stretch of time. But right away, as you can see, the entry area, just nice sight lines with the couple of Mack coasters. That one's called Cyclone. So there's the exit, and I like the custom fencing as well. I like using, putting up my own fencing around, just because I feel like the fencing in the game just doesn't look great. And so we got a wait time of 35 minutes. So that's not bad for Mack spinning coaster. Yeah, I like that. The kind of shaping of that second drop there, the kind of turn up that you have after that first hill, and oh, that looks nice. Really well done. Great views. Really, really well done. And one thing too that I really like about this queue is that you get really good views of the coaster. Maybe the only thing I would suggest is placing around some of that chain link fence or don't die fencing, just because in theory that fence isn't keeping anybody from jumping over and being able to touch the coaster track. So that's the only thing I would suggest. But I do like how it goes right through the center of it, so you just really feel immersed in the coaster, as you're seeing the supports everywhere, the coaster cars flying by you. It's really, I think that's really well done. It kind of reminds me, like, obviously this is a very, very different coaster, but I watched a video of the queue line for Steel Vengeance the other day, and that looked really cool to me. Of, you go up underneath the supports of the coaster, most of the queues in between the coaster, and it's just the coaster surrounding you as you're waiting to go on it. So that's a really, really cool queue, and this is what this kind of reminds me of. So now as we go up into the station, still good views. Is it the mine train over there? Or no, that's not mine train. I don't know what I'm thinking. That's the Copperhead Strike style coaster. And maybe the only thing I would say out there is on those windows, just maybe kind of adding some trim around. But then again, this was, like you said, you made this last year, so I'm sure some of the things I might be mentioning you've maybe improved upon and stuff. But yeah, I mean, that's one thing I've been trying to do a better job of, is just adding little bits of trim around the building that just makes it really stand out. So as we go up the lift hill, if you guys haven't already, make sure to hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, consider subscribing to the channel, or any of the other amazing Planet Coaster creators, whether it's PC or console, because it really is such an amazing community. And I like this too, how you did I noticed you had the picture on the screen there, but I didn't realize that was the front bumper view versus the spinning view. And the spinning looks really, really well done on this. Wow, this might be the best I've seen in terms of being able to control the spin. And then we go out of control. Really well done. That is a good coaster, though. Really, really well done. And once again, good sidelines, good views. I wonder if that's the launch coaster right there. And man, I wish they would allow this coaster to be launched. And the only thing I'll say about that transfer track right there is, you know, I've noticed this sometimes too, is when people make transfer tracks, sometimes they don't really leave space for them to create a mechanism for the track to actually be transferred over to take the train off the normal track, if that makes sense. So that's just something to always keep in mind. As I'm sure your new park has, you've just kind of continued to grow on that, because I know the more we play, the better we get. Once again, like this area, the views, I do like the coloring of that. Yeah, that was a really, really well done spinning coaster. I like those little bits of airtime right there as it goes around that little plaza area. So I wonder, when you made this, did you make the coaster first and then make the pathing kind of around it? Because it really works out well how you did the little turnaround right there. So really good job. Alright, so as we move on to the next area, it looks like you got a little food place. And it's called Spinner, or is that a coaster or flat ride? Maybe it's a flat ride. So we got toilets. And only a 10-minute wait time for this? Oh, that is that spinning one. That makes sense. I was trying to figure out if that was a coaster or whatnot, but I do like how you created the kind of, well, I'm blanking now what it's called. You created a semi-roof for it, just using those scaffolding pieces, so I think that's a pretty good job. Then we got, sorry I didn't catch the name of that, but I do like how you continued the same style of fencing throughout the park. I would say here, just as you get more advanced with this, is instead of using the pre-made fencing, using either the haunted house wooden post or just the wooden beams. You create your own custom fencing that goes at an angle that is parallel to the stairs, and so that ends up working out and looking really nice too. And so nice train here. I like how you've got the terrain on the right side kind of hugging it, and it looks like it'd be good views from a lot of areas in the park. And I like this station building that the train's going into. Or, okay, never mind, it's not a station building. I like the building the train went through right there. And I like this too now, adding some trees to it so it doesn't look quite as blank with the train. So you added some trees, and I think those are the pine trees. So once again, good views by that coaster. And I like how you kept the same color pathing throughout, because you actually see that most of the time in theme parks, where most theme parks are either this kind of grayish color or they're a black, and you normally see it the same throughout the parks. Every once in a while you might see some different areas, but there's usually a consistent kind of pathing that is used in the majority of the park. So we got another food or drink area. We got drifters. Nice view of the mat coaster right there. I'm looking up again. I'm trying to see. I can't remember. Let's see. 2 mat coasters, thrill multi-launch, and family spinning coaster. Oh, that must have been the family spinning coaster. Okay, so we got 2 more mat coasters then. Oh no, I misread that. I'm so sorry. There are 2 coasters in total in the park. One of them is contain 2 mat coasters. Oh, I got you, man. I I totally misread that. So yeah, just 2 coasters in the park, and then some flat rides and nice scenery. Nice. I wonder if this was made before having the Studios Pack DLC, or maybe you just didn't have purchased at the time. You know, using those fences instead of the chain link fences. But good, really good scenery, and trying to like theme up the area and make it feel definitely Western. So that's a good job. Man, those things are pretty pretty crazy looking, even though it's not as tall as like the other disc one. I forget the name of it, but still looks like a pretty intense flat ride. I don't know if I'd have the guts to go on one like that if I saw one at a theme park. Once again, really good views. Ooh, that looks like an awesome inversion right there. That looks really well done. Alright, so we got Iron Claw. What a name. Once again, a nice cue that goes... Oh, never mind. This is the claw ride. Should have known. I'm out of it a little bit today, guys. We started state testing at school, and having to monitor that stuff, and so it's always kind of the first couple of days doing that is always a little bit. Get home from work and a little bit just ready to relax. But this is fun looking at this kind of stuff and seeing this park, especially seeing what some of the Xbox players are able to do. So now, let's hope we're heading to this Mac coaster. Once again, another good scenery piece. So it's called the Rattler. Or Rattler. Like I said, I'm a little out of it today, so if I misread that, I apologize. But I like how you're elevating the queue a little bit here, kind of creating a different look to it, plus a different viewpoint for guests. So you're going over, the coaster goes underneath this track, or this pathway, which is nice. As I've said multiple times, I think the overall theming in this park is well done. It's tough to create an entire, even if it's a mini park, it's tough to create an entire park around the exact same theme. So I think this is really well done. You get great views of the coaster. Really, really cool. I would love to know, for everybody who's watching it and has watched it to this point, how many... Ooh, I didn't realize that was supposed to be lockers right there. That's a cool concept. Only thing I would say is you've got the lockers there, but it's in the queue. I feel like you need to have, like, the lockers need to be right outside of the queue, near the exit, so that people aren't having to come back in the queue just to get their stuff, right? But for those of you that are watching this, how many of you like the Mac coaster launches compared to, like, Intamin or some other companies? Because to me, now granted, I've only been on one. I'm trying to remember, but I think they just seem a little bit less forceful. But now let's take a ride on the coaster. Alright, so there we go. What a beast of a coaster. Really, really cool. And same thing there with those transfer tracks. You got to leave some space for the actual track that's connected to the main coaster track can slide over and move a car off. So there has to be some kind of space or something. There's lockers on the other side now. But yeah, really, really cool. That was a long coaster. It was really smooth. There's a couple parts where I felt like it kind of was a little bit jolty. But I'm just saying that because I know how good of a coaster creator you are, and that is really good. The layout, that inversion after the second launch, which is so unique. So it was really, really cool. So as we wrap up the video right now, make sure to go check out Corvus's channel and subscribe to the channel, as Corvus does just a really good job. Has grown about 600 to 700 subscribers in the last 2 months. Just amazing growth. So make sure to go check that out. And as I said, I will be featuring his most recent park on the channel at some point in the next few weeks. I just got to make sure and film that. But thank you so much for watching. Make sure to hit the like button, and I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day.